Well, hi there, everyone. I realized that I have not shared with my YouTube channel my recipe for instant oatmeal. So, about probably a year and a half ago, I put up a recipe on my Facebook group for an instant oatmeal. I thought it's high time I showed my YouTube family how to make instant oatmeal packets using Thrive Life ingredients. We're going to use our instant milk, our butter powder, and we're going to use fruit as well. I'm going to make peaches and cream. But this would be really good with apples. It would be really good with blueberries. I mean, whatever kind of instant oatmeal you like, you could make it with Thrive Life ingredients. So let me show you how I do it. I'll turn the camera around, okay? Here we go.
All right, so it's very important for this recipe that you use instant oats or quick cook oats, the ones that are ready in about a minute. This recipe just won't work if you are using regular old-fashioned oats or steel cut oats. So go ahead and put a couple of cups of oats in the blender and just blend them up really well I blended for probably 30 seconds. If you ever buy the packets of the instant oatmeal, you will notice that a lot of that is kind of powdered, and I think that it gives a great texture. So I do about half of my oats in the blender. Now, Thrive Life instant milk tastes great. If you ever have a chance to get some of our instant milk. It tastes so good. It's won taste test competitions. It's just yummy. Also, our butter powder, it has wonderful flavor. I love using our butter powder. I put it in a lot of different things. The heavy cream powder I use typically is the Anthony's brand from Amazon, and I like it just because it's really silky smooth and it's not chunky. There's no clumps, and I just like that. You can use whatever brand you like. And then you'll need about 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar and about 3/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. Now I'm adding apple pie spice, but I think cinnamon is great too. Any kind of a little bit of spice like that will be wonderful just in the background. Since I'm using our peaches and they are kind of a big slice, I'm going to go ahead and do close to 1.5 cups of peaches and blend them really well. You want really small pieces of fruit in your instant oatmeal packet. That way you'll get a good distribution of fruit throughout the mix. So go ahead and give that a good stir. Try to break up any clumps that you see of brown sugar or butter powder or anything like that. I mean, that stuff will dissolve in hot water, but you want to just make sure you have a good distribution of ingredients throughout the mix so that it all has a kind of consistent flavor. So that is the mix, and you have options of how to store it. You can store it in little 1/2 pint jars for single servings, and a serving is 2/3 of a cup of mix. You could put it in baggies, or you could just leave it in a big container, and when you go to make it, just take out 2/3 of a cup at a time. I like using those little desiccant packets, the moisture absorbers. It helps the fruit not to go weird on you. But that is what you could store on your pantry shelf. It's also very portable. I take those with me sometimes. I'm a substitute teacher and I'll take those to school. I'll just stick it in my purse, take it with me, and I'll just get some hot water from the coffee maker at school, and I'll have instant oatmeal. Also, I can take that on the road with me. I've taken that on a road trip, stopped at a gas station, gotten hot water, and had instant breakfast. Or you could also just store that in a big container. Aw, isn't Teddy cute? He wanted to say hi. All right, and when you're ready to make it, whether you've put it in a jar or in a baggie or left it in the container, you need 2/3 of a cup of mix into a small bowl. And then to that, you're going to add about, I'm going to say 3/4 of a cup of hot water. I started with 2/3 of a cup of hot water, and I actually needed to add a little bit more. So I'm going to say 3/4 of a cup of hot water. Give it a stir. Put that in the microwave for about 30 seconds. If you don't start with hot water, if you start with cool water, then you'll need to microwave it for probably a minute. Let it rest for just a minute or so and then give it a stir. You can see how thick that is. That's why I added a little bit more water to mine. But y'all, the flavor is wonderful. Our peaches are delicious. It would also be great with other kinds of fruit. You could add butter. My mama always put just a teaspoon or so of cream. Give it a taste. You might want to add a little bit more brown sugar. You could add nuts or raisins or anything you want as an add-in would be really yummy in here. I like it just like this. Just a little bit of cream, and that's all I need. I think this is so good. So that's the consistency of your instant oatmeal. Our fruit is amazing. If you haven't tried our fruit, you need to. We have an agreement with our farmers. Thrive Life has kind of a contract from seed to shelf. So we have the non-GMO seeds. They raise the fruit according to our standards. They pick it when it's ripe, not before, not after, just when it's ripe. And then it's processed between 4 to 6 hours of harvest and frozen on the farm a lot of times. So that gives you great flavor with the fruit. Okay guys, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'll include my recipe as well as my shopping link in the video description box below. And thank y'all so much. Y'all be blessed. And until next time, y'all take care and keep thriving.